Everybody's looking for fresh voices and fun chats. Well, look no further. Join the Shorty Logic podcast. Every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live with diverse topics and engaging chats. Mondays are for everyone, and Wednesdays are ladies' night. Subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Like, share, and comment. We want to hear from you. Don't miss out. Come join the conversation.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Shorty Logic podcast. I am your host, Miss Sugar. I want all the smoke, and here is my co-host.
Hey, y'all, it's Bless. Y'all know what it is. Bringing positivity and great vibes sometimes.
Amen.
Sometimes.
And that's keeping it real for real, okay?
Just saying.
Look, we got some videos to run through tonight, and we got some pretty good videos, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in, so we got time for all of them.
All right.
Like, ladies, I don't understand this. Why do a man have to blatantly tell you he don't want you in order for you to understand and accept the fact that he don't want you? When a man is not consistent, he don't want you. When a man can disappear on you 2, 3, 4 days at a time and then pop back up, call you like nothing ever happened, he don't want you. When a man is letting you know about a barrier situation that's in between the two of you already, yeah, me and my ex-girl, me and my baby mama, we live together, but, you know, it ain't nothing, man. Me and you, we good, though. He don't want you. When a man is only talking to you at night, or most of the time, mostly through text message, he don't want you. And a lot of times, y'all are falling for these predatory movie director men where they want you to walk into their audition room, you know, and you undressing, showing your best wifely qualities and how much you're capable of being the star of his life, being the star of his movie. And he's just like, the whole time, he's looking at you like, yeah. And you getting upset. You wondering why, and you accepting all this gray area, but he don't want you. He don't want you. Understand that. You have a lot of men that's not going to flat out blatantly say it. You know what? Nah, this ain't it. This ain't what it is. But, you know, they will let you risk it all. You have a lot of men out here that's like that. Get it through your head. Stop fighting to be on his roster.
That's true. A lot of women do that. A lot of people sit there and set yourself up for failure. If somebody's showing you who they are, they showing you that you are not, first of all, you should not ever want to be anybody's option. Yes. I don't really want to be nobody's option. If you can't look up or wake up in the morning and be like, damn, I want to talk to Miko, I want to talk to Bless or whatever, and you don't think about me before you go to bed, it's like you got other people in line for you, or that's what you're focused on is everybody else in front of me, then I'm gonna go on and take myself out the equation. You can go on and have that person because I'm not gonna be nobody's option. I'd rather be nothing.
The funny part that blows me is they put on this facade and get so upset when you walk away from them. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy that it takes you walking away for a person to figure out that they want you. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, my mom used to say, hoes and some blows. Mm-hmm. Hoes and some blows. And if that man can't walk up to your door, knock on your door and greet you and take you to that car and, you know, everything else, like that's a problem. That's a sign right there. Yeah. It's always some little signs that show you. Mm-hmm. And like you said, I don't know why us as women, some of us as women fight so hard for someone who already showed you what the hell you are.
Exactly.
Yes, because I had posted this over the week. I said a man will show you how disposable you are when he's angry or when he's feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. It's critical.
It is.
It's critical.
And believe me, because one thing for certain and two for sure, when someone is pissed off at you or someone is drunk around you and they're acting a certain type of way, that is their true feelings. Because one thing for sure and two for certain, a drunk and a person that's pissed at you will not hold back how they feel about you. No, they can't. Nope. So if they're loving on you and cuddling you and trying to make you feel like you the special person when they're happy, But then when they're down and they're upset and they're pissy drunk or whatever the situation is, if things aren't going their way, and then you ain't shit, you a bitch, you a hoe, you didn't matter in the first place, because that's exactly how he feel.
And sometimes we will sit there and listen to how a man talks about another woman. Because I'm telling you, sit there and listen to how he talk about another woman. Even if it's a woman you're not mad at. If he addressed her as hoe, bitch, broad, or whatever, those are clear indications right there.
Yeah.
That's not the one for you. Because you best believe how he dogging her the fuck out is how he gonna dog you the hell out too.
Yep, you better believe it. You better believe it. I was always taught, pay attention how a man treats his mother. Because 9 times out of 10, a man that respects his mother is going to respect you. If he's holding the doors for his mother and y'all going, you know what I'm saying, he's going to hold the door for you, because that's just, it's in him. She's put that in him. Now, if you got a type of man that's going to run in the door and let it flop back at you and don't even try to hold it for you, like, come on, man, for real.
And a lot of these men in this generation now are not like that. You can't even judge them off how they treat their mama no more, because they out here disrespecting their mamas.
And that's the ones you stay away from. Stay away from them.
But I'm just saying, it is hard to find those type of men nowadays, even some of the older ones, and it blows me. I'll be like, what the hell is going on? What do you say?
He said, I can't say that's always, well, I can't say that always true, because some men mother is not in their life, or some men mother have damaged them. So I think you can really go by that. Well, here's the thing. Most men, even men that have been damaged, you have some type of female around you that you know how to treat a woman. There's some type of female around you that should be showing you something, rather it be your grandmother or whatever. If your grandmother is not instilling in you, hey, you need to be respectful, be mindful, don't talk to women like this, you know, you're supposed to treat a woman a certain way, then I mean, that's where she failed. She came short. If she was supposed to be your overseer, then she should have taught you something. I was raised by my grandmother mostly, and I'm here to tell you, certain things were put in me. My grandmother and grandfather did not play. Certain things was put in me. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? How to carry yourself, how to cross your legs, how to be a young lady. That was put into me. And I grew up in the 70s. That was put into me. So I can't say, oh, because my mother wasn't the type of mother she was supposed to be and not around like she's supposed to be, that I didn't know how to behave myself and conduct myself. That's BS. Yes, I did. I was taught by my grandmother. So as long as there's some type of female person around you, role model or whatever, that's going to try to be there for you and help you and guide you, listen to their guidance. I know a lot of men that were not raised by their mother, but they still know how to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They still know how to open a door for people. Yeah, and then at a certain age, yeah, but at a certain age, it's time you got to grow the hell up.
Yeah. True that. Okay. Nita, I don't know. Can you hear us, Nita?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going to go ahead. Do you have anything to say about that video? Did you catch it? I don't know if you caught it.
No, I caught it and but you can go ahead with the next video.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to the next video.
Why would you ever have the false belief that that man can love you properly when he's jealous of you? Let me cook for a second. All of the reasons that he fell in love with you are the same reasons why he resents you. It's the same reason why he's envious of you. It's the same reason why he hates you. But this is the real kicker, right? He hates you enough to make your life miserable, but he doesn't hate you enough to let somebody else love you the way that you deserve to be loved. So he's never going to leave you alone. Don't you understand? You make him feel inferior just by being you. You can out-hustle him. You can outdress him. You can outthink him. You've outdid him in every way, but you didn't outdo him with malicious intent. You outdid him by just being you. And the crazy part is you still love him for him, but because he doesn't love him for him, he doesn't believe in his mind that somebody else is capable of it. See, you're dealing with a man that is dealing with an identity crisis. He cannot be with a woman that wants him. He has to be with a woman that needs him because he is dealing with a superior complex. He needs to feel bigger than you. He needs to feel smarter than you. He needs to feel better than you. So what is he going to do? He's going to attack your appearance. He's going to attack your profession. He's going to attack your insecurities, and he's going to try to beat you down in order to make himself bigger, because that is the only way that you two can exist.
Listen.
That's diabolical.
Listen.
That's diabolical.
Listen. He said a man mouthful, because
Okay.
I've been with that type of person. My first
I have
husband was that
too.
person. Yes,
I feel like my ex was like that.
oh my
That's
God.
diabolical. When
Listen,
you
but it's
meet
true.
somebody, and that's why I said sometimes you can be in competition with a motherfucker and not even know it, and it can be your own man,
Exactly.
and
And what
that's
makes it so bad, I didn't even realize it until I got out of the relationship with him. Like
mm-hmm.
all the stuff
Sometimes.
that I was going through, and I'm like, why was he like this? Like, but like that, like Miss Bless said, honey, that was a mouthful. He really
It
said that.
was. Because
Yes.
a man that don't love himself can't love you properly, ladies. I'm trying to explain to you. If this man does not know how to love himself, he don't know who he is as a man. There's no way he can love you properly. So no
And
matter
you're
how
not
much,
gonna be able to teach them.
and you're not gonna be able to teach him or change. What did K Michelle say? You can't change a man.
You can't
What's
raise a
been done
man.
has already been done, and that's true. His
Mm-hmm.
mama should have did that, and if his
Yep.
mother wasn't around, some woman around him should have did that. Because once you get a certain age, you are who you are, and it's just
Yep.
what
Like,
it is. And then another
and just
thing,
like Kate
if
Michelle
you,
said, once you grown, what you gonna do, baby?
yeah, and
That,
then the whole thing about it is, how can you change a man that doesn't see error in his way?
that's showing you
Meaning,
right there that he's a man that can't grow. He's a man
mm-hmm,
that can elevate. He's a man that
mm-hmm,
don't want to adjust. He's a man that don't want to compromise. He's a
mm-hmm.
man that and the thing is, it's crazy because some men want you to be as vulnerable as possible, and they don't even know how to begin to be vulnerable.
Okay, Javante said they do say that once you get a certain age, you are who you are. But I told her, don't believe that because anybody can change if they want to. Okay, here's the thing.
That's
I
true.
agree. I agree that anybody can change if they want to. That's the key word.
Keyword.
Want to. But most
Yes.
people are not going to change if they do not see an error in their way. If I'm
And they
telling you
cannot change for
this,
somebody else.
and
They
I'm
will
telling
not.
you, exactly. And so if I'm sitting here explaining to you, hey, listen, we're having these issues and I'm having this issue with you. If you're looking at me like, instead of you trying to listen to me and understand where I'm coming from, you start trying to hit back at me. Well, I got this with you. Okay, well, now we arguing like two bickering females. I'm trying to let you understand that this is the issue I have. Now, after I express my issue to you, tell me what issues you have with me. That's cool. I'm okay with that. It's called a conversation. It's called communication. So with that being said, let's talk, get it under control, and let's see how we can work on each other or work on ourselves so we could be better for each other. But if every time I come to you and try to explain to you what I'm having an issue with, you're trying to beat me down or attack me or, just spar with me, it's not
Just
making
jump
any
to the
sense.
defense immediately.
We're not getting anywhere.
No.
Because you have to accept the fact that yes, you do have these issues, especially if you've been in multiple relationships and you getting the same feedback from multiple different women. It's a you problem. There's no way that these women who don't know each other are saying all the same thing about you. Maybe you need to take inventory of yourself and figure out what it is about you that keeps attracting certain type of women, what it is about you that these same women keep having these same complaints. The number one person is you. You're going to have to look at yourself.
And I'm going to piggyback off that, Bless, because like you said, like what you just said, my thing is this. Women got to start realizing that sometimes, like you said, if it's all these women saying the same things, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to realize that you're in the lineup and you didn't even know you was in the lineup. It just so happened that at that very moment that he was with you, he dispersed all this energy out on you. But he's been building it up and building it up and building it up. And that's why he's been more on defense when it comes down to you saying something he's already fucking heard.
Yep. But again, he doesn't see that error in his way. He's not going to change it because he's going to see that error in you. Oh no, you just this da, 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 da. No. If 10 women told you this, it's you. It's not them. It's you. So therefore, you can't sit here and be like, oh well, every woman I deal with, she say this. That's BS. No, baby. It's the truth. But if you don't see it in yourself, you're never going to change it. Well, that's not a man's thing. It's not a woman's thing. That's just a human thing. Again, if a woman is telling, if okay, put it like this: it's not a woman or man thing. It is a human thing. But listen to what I'm saying. It's a you thing.
Yeah.
So it's what's in you. If I'm sitting here telling you, I have a issue with this. then I'm going to sit there and say what I got to say. Then when you come back and say, okay, listen, maybe these are some things I can change. However, let's talk about the fact that maybe this is what I'm having an issue with you. Okay, then we can converse about that. We can get that together. But it's not about pointing fingers. It's about trying to figure out what the issue is. Now, if every woman is telling you the same thing, it is you. Just like if every man I meet is telling me the same thing.
It's not a human being thing. And I know that for a fact because I used to always get, you're mean. And I have to realize it's some things, every time you leave a relationship, you got to take accountability somewhere. Because even if you weren't the main problem, at some point, it could have shifted. It could have digressed. Every action don't need a reaction. And so what I had to learn was to stop reacting to everything because yes, I step back and say, you know what, I can't be mean. My best friend tell me all the time, you hard on me. You hard on me. And I had to step back and look at that like, am I really hard on men? Yes, I am. So it was things I had to work on within myself because now at this point it's like, I don't want to be considered mean. I don't want to be. That is my emotion. Now, this is the thing you got to realize. This is me realizing this for myself. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be hard on men. But it also took the right man to say that to me for me to be like an aha moment. And so it was a double hitter. And then so I learned to digress with how I am and how I react because every man ain't gonna take that shit from me.
Right, exactly.
I learned it. So that was a me problem.
Exactly.
It was a me problem.
Exactly. And I agree with that because I've always been told, oh, you always looking mean and nasty. This, and the third. And I do have the RBF. I got it. And I know I do. But I'm probably the coolest person you can deal with. I promise.
Right. But how they gonna get to that point if you always look like this? Because I have a friend that does it. She always come off as mean, and it also was an eye opener for me as well. I was like, damn, is that how I present myself?
Right, damn, exactly.
You know, wait a minute, I don't want to be like that. Let me pass up.
Right, but then you realize it's a you problem. It is within me. That's something I need to change. So with that being said, it's not about it being human. It's about me accepting responsibility for my actions in the way I'm moving. Accountability. It matters.
Yes.
What was you saying, Nita?
I said I completely agree. And this Ebony, she said a mouthful this as well. Because I be sitting back, like the same thing. Like people always like, oh, you mean this and that. And like she said, I mean, it's a us thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I want to be mean or that I'm trying to be mean. You can't blame it on stuff you've been through in life neither. Because just like Javon said, like Shorty Logic said, you can't change. A person can change if they want to. But at the same time, it's just you just got to take accountability for yourself and make those corrective actions just to make progress.
Yeah, but you have to first see it within yourself and know that I am the issue. I am the problem. Right. Then you can start changing. Because if you don't recognize that error in your way, how you going to change it?
You're not a person of growth.
Exactly.
You're not a person. We just discussed this on the Monday Night Podcast. How can you proceed in a marriage or in a relationship if you're a person who does not grow? Because we are always changing in our seasons, in our years as we go on. Now, even if you don't want to, it happens.
Exactly.
It happens. Mm-hmm. So you have to learn how to adjust to the new you. And that person that you're dealing with has to learn how to adjust to the new you as well.
Yep.
So it can be a you thing.
I agree.
We're going to go ahead and go to the next video because we got a lot of videos to do.
Man. Do men ever sit back and think to themselves, maybe she didn't cut me off for another man. Maybe she cut me off because she realized I was a goofy. Maybe she cut me off because she realized I really want no shit with her. Maybe she just woke up one day and chose herself. It's not always another dude. I'm sick of it. Oh, that nigga ain't gonna treat you like I treat you. Oh, who's the new nigga? Just because I ain't answering, texting, acting the same way with you doesn't mean another man got my attention. That's not always the case. It's not. Maybe I fell back from you because I seen exactly who you were and what you was on with me, which was nothing. So I removed myself. Y'all not used to that. It's not.
And that's true.
Facts. And I
That's
went through that a lot. I went through that a lot. I don't know why that is men go to when you leave it. Like you didn't, like you can't have an epiphany, or you can't one day realize you ain't for me. Energy sucks. You an asshole. You know, you don't want to compromise. You don't want to listen. I got to fight and argue with you. I got to compete with you all the time. You know what? I'm tired.
Stand out.
And y'all are like a job. So therefore, I don't want another job right away.
That's right. That's right. Because I am the type of person that will clip. I'll cut you off quick. And it ain't because I got another dude at the house. It's because I just don't feel like dealing with you.
Okay.
I don't.
And let me tell you something, baby. That peace in between is something magical.
Listen, it's priceless. Peace is priceless.
It is something magical about that peace, baby.
Yeah.
That it hit different.
It hit different. That's why I hate when people be like, man, yeah, ain't no way no girl out here is pretty and single. If you pretty and single, it's a problem. No. Just got tired of your bullshit. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with, oh, if it's a pretty girl, she's single, it must be because she ain't this or she ain't got this or she ain't doing that. No, baby. I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful. And
y'all don't realize y'all threw that woman into R. Kelly. I'm fighting for my life.
What's that other R. Kelly when a woman's fed up? It ain't nothing you can do about it, baby.
Boy, when he was in the interview, he said, I'm fighting for my life. Yes, I'm fighting for my life with your ass, and now I'm done fighting.
Amen. Can the church say
Amen?
So it's not him or she or nobody else. It's me and me.
Right. Well, y'all on the panel are different. Most women today are 304s.
There you go. It's a whole lot of men are 304s too.
Let me tell you right now. Javante is an instigator. So,
he is.
Yeah, he's an instigator. But you know what? I won't let you get me tonight, Ike. I won't let you get me tonight, Ike.
He is, and he know he is.
Yes. Can we go on to the next video, please? And thank you.
Like once me and my girl get married, she don't know, but I straight start yeah, we got HIV together. Why not? Till death do us part.
It's you.
You know what I'm saying? So now if everybody thinks that's what she got, they ain't gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? She could say I'm lying all she want. Who they gonna believe?
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Wow, that shit was weird.
That's the type of man you don't want.
That's weird.
That's the type of man you don't want. He sat there and he said that once him and his girl together, they get married, he telling every other man that they got HIV together.
That's weird.
That is a man you don't want.
He's crazy.
Yes.
That's a whole different type of possession. It's like I can't have you, no one will, because no one will touch you because I done said I'm killing you, basically.
Yeah, he said it's so nonchalant. He said so nonchalant, like, oh, I mean, why not? Something wrong with him.
Mentally. He's mentally disturbed.
Yes.
They go for him too. So if they break up, ain't nobody gonna want him neither.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. Some of these people out here so damn crazy. They can know he got it. And they still listen.
You ain't like a straight psychopath.
He different. He definitely different.
Did you hear what Blair said? Lord knows she ain't learned.
People crazy.
Some
of these out here so damn nasty.
What you say, Blair? Go ahead. We'll repeat it for the folks.
I just said some of these people out here so nasty. They'll do it with him anyway.
Anyway.
And that's really diabolical.
That's the scary part.
Yes, because you got men and women out here now that are passing each other, herpes
and everything.
Everything. And they are so regular, like nothing. Have you lost your fucking mind?
Like it's a TikTok trend.
Listen. I don't know if it's the new fad or something, but I have seen personally where a Facebook friend somebody had outed them about having HIV. And then it wasn't even a year later, I'm at a store. I see him with a whole nother chick. I was like, didn't they say you gave your wife HIV? How the hell you in the store with a whole nother woman? They blasted you on social media, my dude. And they still are out here with you. That's bananas to me.
And it also says something about the women that you're operating with, because who in the fuck will put themselves in harm's way like that?
Russian roulette with your life.
Yes, and don't care. Ladies, keep y'all shit together. Keep it tight, keep it right. And let me tell you something, ain't nothing cute about having no STDs, AIDS, herpes, none of that shit. Ain't nothing cute about that. Are fucking with a person who give you that. It's not cute at all.
Walking around her.
I don't mean no harm. I know protection is out here. Yes, please do use it. But still, if you know somebody got something, should you still do it with them, even with protection?
Right. She said,
she asked for paperwork. I don't play them games. That's right. Make sure the paperwork, Kaya. Make sure that paperwork updated, baby. Kaya, give you one from 6 months or a year ago. Make that shit updated.
Kaya, let me tell you something. And this is honest to God truth what I do, because I'm not gonna lie. I like it raw. What was it? What dude said? Yeah, baby, I like it raw. That's how I like it. Well, I'm constant. When I'm with a guy, if he can't go, we can't make an appointment and go to the doctor together. Because I mean, I go too just to give him, comfortability. If that's what I want him to do, then I'll make an appointment too. But if you can't make an appointment along with me and go to the doctor, no, that would never happen. That would never happen.
And sometimes shit go undetected. And let me tell you this. I know there's a lot of motherfuckers out here talking about, well, I don't use condoms because I'm allergic to condoms and other stuff. Let me tell you, they got lambskin. They got other options to protect yourself as well.
I got other options. I use something called a rose. You ever heard of her?
Yeah,
that's my friend.
I talked to Bob.
But I want to rewind it back real quick to what Miss Sue said. What fill me in? And the other people that don't know, what's lambskin?
Lambskin condoms. So a lot of people are allergic to claim to be allergic to
latex.
So they have bare skin condoms where they use lamb skin rather than latex. It's better for your body. It's better for you.
It's a thinner material too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heard it. I used the bear skin before. I didn't know that it would. Okay, so lambskin and bear skin the same thing.
Yeah, they have condoms out here that they actually use skin and things like that. It's more safe for you, and people are not allergic to. You know what I'm saying?
And where did they get this allergic to latex from? I want to know that.
Allergic to latex.
That's an old trick from back in the day.
Well, I'm not gonna say that.
That's the old trick from back in the day when the motherfuckers run around and said, "Just let me stick the head in."
Well, that's just crazy. But let me tell y'all something. Technically, there is a latex allergy. You look it up. People do have latex allergies. Yeah, some people can't wear latex gloves. They can't wear.
Right.
Yeah,
I know it is.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, don't fall for the okey doke, because now everybody's on to the same. Well, I can't use latex. Nigga, you don't even know if you can use latex. Forgive me now, but you don't even know if you can. If you're allergic to it or not. You're just using it out top.
And then the piggyback off of what Miss Big Virgo said over here. This is the thing. Still use protection. Because at the end of the day, there are things that don't show up on the radar or on the test. So like herpes is not going to show up on that test. So with that being said, he might not have a breakout right now, but if he has sex with you and you start getting little bumps later, he might not be HIV positive, but he might give you some blisters. And do y'all remember that thing that was going around called the blue waffle? You don't want your coochie looking like a waffle. If you don't know nothing about it, please look at the picture. It'll scare you. Waffle. Look it up. And when you look it up, baby, it'll make you my best friend with Rose. Me and Rosie. I'm trying to tell you about Rosie.
Let me be very clear. I done seen so much shit transpire. And I done told y'all a couple of stories about when I worked at a hotel at nighttime. But
that's right,
so much shit transpired that y'all, let me tell you something. It made it very easy for me to keep my damn legs closed.
And me working at a hospital, baby. Ain't nothing like them little young girls coming up in there. And I worked at a children's hospital before I left Louisville. It wasn't nothing like them little children coming up there at 16, 17, 15 years old. And we got to see them. You can see them without adult, just because it's a HIPAA law that even if they're 14, 15, 16 years old, it doesn't matter if they have any kind of sexual issue, personal issue. You have to see them. You do not have to tell the parent. So some of your little children out there is out here doing the most and going to the hospital emergency room getting cured, and y'all know nothing about it. I'm telling you.
You got these young babies out here that are willing to go and have abortions and don't have to.
Yes, and they got to ask you nothing. They got to tell you a damn thing.
What Javante say?
Jonte Brown says, how does it work? When someone with a latex allergy comes into contact with latex, their immune system mistakenly identifies the protein as harmful and triggers a response, releasing chemicals like histamine and causes allergy symptoms. Exactly. That's exactly what a latex allergy is. So it is real.
There you go. There you have it.
That's why you wear lambskin. That's why they made lambskin for people who were allergic.
Hey, you can show trust Shorty to come through with the definitions.
Baby, he gonna put that Google to use, baby.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next video.
His family don't want him. His brother doesn't want him around. His kids doesn't want him. So we're sending him back to the landfill today. This is for all the pain and all the turmoil he has caused my children and myself, and what he caused his parents. This little bit right here is for all the times he kicked me in the head.
She must feel so liberated.
My thing, you should feel liberated if you left his ass a long time ago, but you literally walked through that completely until he died, and then you want to throw him in the trash and act like you benefit something from it. You're not.
First of all, I'm trying to figure out
2 years of your life. Fuck around with the fuck around.
For all the times he kicked you in the head.
No.
Okay, can we go to the next video?
Javante said,
big ass bag though. It was a big bag.
It was. That motherfucker must have been huge.
He was old big Billy Bob. Billy Bob.
That was a lot of ass.
That was old country man right there. He said kicked down the head like a horse.
I was like, okay, let's go to the next one.
People can't really.
A man sleep on a man, a woman sleep on a woman. We can't really.
Gang, it's not about none of that. It's about.
I'm saying we can't procreate. We can't have more.
It's about aligning.
We can't be fruitful.
Gang. It's about aligning. It ain't about none of that. It's about aligning. You ain't gonna get out of here till you in line. Fuck all the other shit. Fuck the football game. Fuck Kendrick Lamar. Fuck Dirk. Fuck Drake. Fuck all of them.
Man.
Get yourself out. Fuck all of them, gang. Let them die. Let them burn.
Isn't that kind of a selfish way to think?
Come on, gang. I don't think you get it right. Everything is me. It's all about me. That's it. That's all. Me.
Isn't the world better with love?
I told you about the vibration. When you vibrate in love, even when they like treat you bad, like you gotta like see the love in it. People can't really do you bad because you learn one thing about people. If they got a problem with you, they problem really with themselves. Everything on the inside reflect the out. So when I see somebody like mad at me, I be like, yeah, they mad at themselves.
With that being said, love trumps hate.
I mean, love and hate kind of like the same. I keep telling you. Without hate, you wouldn't know what love was. Hate play a big part in love.
So they be online and they be talking about him and some of the things he said all the time. You know how they say, don't messenger?
Yeah.
When it comes down to certain things he say, I be like, now I do believe that love is the one commandment that is real. And I believe that all the other ones that came in there, they are man-made. But I do believe love is the main, only component in the commandments as far as biblical wise go. I do believe that there should be balance. And I do believe if everything was all love and glory in the world, you wouldn't learn no lessons.
Right. I can see that.
So with that, I agree with him on.
He had the point that I understood that I kind of agree with was the love and hate thing, because you would not be able to understand love or respect love if you've never had hate, and you wouldn't know how to hate if you've never been loved. So I do understand that part of it, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was thrown off by he kept closing his eyes and looking like a goddamn gremlin with them teeth, so he was throwing me off. But anyway, I do.
He used to not look like that. He used to not look like that. He was like regular smuggler dude, and then he went through like a transition. And when he went through transition, he be trying to explain to people the realm, like the realm that we live in and how the matrix is changing. Like he said, you have people out here that you got planes falling out of the sky, you got all this going on, he's like, people are missing the real message. And what he was saying about Kendrick Lamar was like, the shit is bigger than him. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than Drake. It's bigger than all of us. And people have a problem not believing what they can't see, what they can't feel, what they can hear, when you can't use all your senses to gravitate around what someone, some people that are at a higher vibration is saying, they always deem this crazy. So that's what he was trying to say, you know.
Okay, because I just, you know.
Look at it.
I focused in on some other shit.
I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone overheated. That's why I cut out. And now that I'm back, I can't hardly hear y'all. That's why I'm all like,
you might have to go out and come back in.
Let me try it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while we're waiting on Nita, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next video.
Yes.
What? I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been out, chat. I'm sorry. As soon as she would have said that, I would have been packing up my bags, let's go. Because playing around with my safety on the airplane, no, I'm sorry, 100% priority. I'm out. Hand me my bags right now. We need to go. I personally feel like she possibly saw like a shapeshifter, you know, like the reptilian shapeshifters. Y'all know what I'm talking about, them aliens. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below. What do y'all think she saw?
So let me ask y'all this question. Okay, so just to give you a background, Nita, this lady was on a plane and she said, I'm reading off this plane. She was sitting far in the back. And she said, I'm telling you, y'all can believe me or not believe me, but that motherfucker is not real in the back. And he was starting to walk towards her. And everybody's like, okay, well, good, get off the plane. You know what I'm saying? When she got off the plane, she was like, I don't give a fuck. That motherfucker is not real. Something is going on. So my question is, do y'all believe in spirit beings?
And what now? What was that last part?
Do y'all
believe in cut off on the last part. Spirits? You said spirits?
Yeah, you cut off at the end.
Yeah, I said, do y'all believe in spirits and demons?
Oh, I definitely
To
believe.
make it so bad, I do.
I do.
I thought I was the only one. I do.
No, I definitely do. I definitely do.
But I try not to think about the demons. Because honestly, honest to God, this the honest to God truth. And that's how I know something is going on, because I got like a mark on my back now. But when I was younger, I used to wake up with like deep scratches on my back. And sometimes like they would bleed and they like leave a scar there, like something that scratched me. I got one on my back right now. And I'm telling y'all, like I've been going through so much, but I just been praying. I even been talking to the devil. I'm like, stay away from me. I've been telling him I hate him, stay the F away from me. This stuff been happening. But when I used to get those scratches on my back all the time like that, my grandma always told me I'll fight demons in my sleep. That's what she always say.
So what did he say?
Yes, I do believe in spirits and demons, life forms come in all types of shapes and forms.
Okay, so let me tell you something what's so crazy, because Nita, I have actually been there. I have scars galore on my back, and a lot of people don't know, but I have scars galore on my back because I used to wake up and my back would be bleeding. And you know how they say the witch is riding your back?
Mm-hmm.
I went through on a time last year where I woke up with scars galore. Places I couldn't even really reach on my back. And so I went to the doctor and I was like, what is going on? Because I have all these scars and stuff on my back. And now they're turning to official scars that I can't get rid of. Cocoa butter, nothing to get rid of. Be healed. And so my doctor said, well, it's because you lay on your back when you sleep, and you being a diabetic, you lay on your back, that's where the sugar in your body settles. And it was funny to me because I was like, but I don't even sleep on my back. I don't even sleep on my back.
Right. I sleep on my stomach and my side.
I do too. So I do believe that when you go through stuff like it, and like I said, people deem people crazy when shit like that happens to them or whatever. You know, I just kept it to myself, but I was just like, that is so weird for a period of time. And I was going through a lot at that time. And yes, I had woke up every morning with scars on my back. I thought my dog was jumping on me in the middle of the night, scratching me. But no.
And I know it ain't a dog for me because I don't have an animal.
Exactly.
And look, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's funny that y'all say that because I've never had issues with scratches and stuff like that on my back until I just had surgery like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. When I got out of surgery, first thing my husband said was, "What are these scratches on your back?" And I was like, "They didn't do no surgery on my back. They did surgery in the front. So what are you talking about?" And then I went to the bathroom, looked in the mirror. As God is my witness, there's 2 craziest looking scratches I've ever seen in my life, like going almost in circles on my back, up to the top. And then where they scratched me on my back, I have a tattoo on my back, the Lord's Prayer. The scratches are only on that part of the Lord's Prayer. Now, you want to talk about some weird crap?
And that's why I was telling Nita, I feel like because of, I'm not trying to put anything out there, but because of what you're transitioning in life right now. And because you're transitioning in life right now, you're going to go through a spiritual awakening. And in the midst of that, that's what I believe that, the devil's trying to come for you, but you're going to make it through it. In the moment in time that you're going through it, these things are happening. These things are happening. And I know this is probably way beyond some people's mindset when you think about shit like this, but I promise you, I believe that this is your season. You're going through a transitional stage.
I believe it.
People think you only transition when you die. No, you transition in life as well.
For sure.
And I think that's what it is. I think it's where it's coming from.
It could be, but I definitely believe in spirits. I definitely
believe that because I had a long conversation with my guy, and it's like I know what's going on. I ain't gonna say I'm running, but I'm running. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never think about it that way. But like, honest to God, I had to say it. Okay, I can feel. All right, I guess because it scared me. The first time I caught the Holy Ghost, and I ain't gonna lie, I always thought it was fake. I always thought it was fake till that one day. And I was talking to my daughter about it 2 weeks ago. And she was looking at me like, because I was crying, I was being for real. Like, it's uncontrollable. And like I told her, that's when I really started believing in God. I mean, I believe him in anyway, but I believe in him more anytime there's something you cannot see or feel can take control of your body like that. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what you're saying. I cannot tell you this day when I'm saying I don't know how to speak in tongues. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I just know I was scared. And I know it also was a good feeling. But the reason why I say I'm running, like, okay, I act up at home when I'm, alone and in my spirit. When I go to church and stuff like that, and even when I'm talking to somebody about it, I can feel when it's spirit about to come. I feel it. And I ain't gonna say I know how to stop it, but I know how to get my mind from off of where I don't.
Yeah.
How to say it? Transition, so to say. Yeah. Like just like in church, I feel the tears about to come. I feel that little chill. I'll get up. I'll get up and move. I remove myself. And I go in the bathroom and I talk to her like, Lord, not now. I mean, it's sad that I say that, but just little stuff like that shows me that I'm running. I've been on what I've been called to do. But I'm coming around. I'm coming around.
It's gonna die down because what I noticed for me was when I accepted my transition, that's when the shift changed. That's when I could see that I wasn't waking up with scars no more. And that if I have to tell you anything that I'm insecure about, I was insecure about all these scars on my back. Because it literally looked like somebody burned me with a cigarette on my back, all over my back.
Wow.
So, in the midst of it, it's always in the midst of someone people get scared the most. But you got to keep your faith. You got to keep your high vibrations. You got to keep your energy up high. And I just got to the point where now the sunny days coming out, I will go and sit in my car and I will sit in the sun and let the sun soothe me, literally just re-energize. I keep some of that shit they be talking about when they like, just stand in the grass and we magnetic people. Just stand in the grass barefoot and let your feet touch the grass. I kid you not. That shit is not a joke because literally I said, you know what, I may look crazy. I don't care. I stepped into my transition. And when I did that, I noticed that things got better. It's going to get better. But you got to accept your transition. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start to see it slowly progress better and better and better. And you're however he give it to you to receive, I promise you.
Right.
I promise you. And then I wake up. Shit, I get scared to sleep in the dark. Shit. Now I be like, shit, cut the lights out. Like real talk. Okay, Javante said we got 4 videos, so let's go ahead and play another video.
Yeah. Y'all out of order. Don't put him in that mess. It's giving the club. It's giving Saturday night. And y'all pastors thought this was a good idea. Y'all mean to tell me he really put this on y'all heart to remix? God ain't in that mess. It's giving juke joint. And look at her with that name.
I'm different. And I love being different.
More like worldly.
You can talk about me. You can run. I don't care.
Y'all talking because you out of
I
order.
used to care about what people say about me. Don't care no more.
We can tell playing the juke joint music in the church.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling it. It's second of all. The only thing I say about it, and I'm not gonna lie, when they first started remixing the church songs, I was like, oh, they're going to hell. But everybody do it. Everybody do it. So what's wrong with where your faith at?
I got a different outlook. Here's my thing. This is my outlook on it. Whatever you have to do to get young and older people involved in the word, whether it's music ministry or what have you, I didn't feel like they were hurting anybody. I feel like they jazzed it up. And to be honest, people have been doing it for years. Some of the gospel songs are like that as well. And we dance to gospel music all the time, and we sang it and everything else. Mary, Mary, honey, we love Mary, 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 be getting it, baby. So at the end of the day, it's like, to each his own. I didn't have a problem with it because he kept it all about the Lord. He kept it spiritual. He just jazzed it up a little bit and switched it up. If you could snap your fans to do a little dance out in them streets, why can't you snap these fans to dance for the Lord? That's how I took it.
And people gravitate to things in different ways. So it's like if he used that music, and like you said, he kept it with the Lord, maybe it will entice other young youth that's in his church to start saying, you know what? Because different things reach out to different people.
Exactly.
I think the main point that everybody's missing is that when you are in the word with God, the Lord, Jehovah, whoever you want to call it, when you are invested, the thing is, he is within you.
That's right.
So the relationship got to come from you within you. It doesn't matter what building you in. It doesn't matter what music is playing.
Who your pastor is, it don't matter.
Right. So let's go ahead and dive into the next video.
How many kids?
I do. I have 6 altogether.
You gave birth to 6 children?
I did. I gave birth to 6 children.
Are they all by the same man?
No, ma'am.
How many men?
4.
4 men. Melissa, have you ever been married?
I have not.
You have any children?
Yes, I do. I have 5 children.
You have 5 kids. They're all by the same man?
No, they're not. There's 4 different.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, ma'am. I have 4.
How many kids you got, Angel?
I have 4.
Are your children by the same man?
No, ma'am.
How many men?
All my kids were by different men.
So 4?
Yes.
Okay, 4 men. Okay.
Nasty bitch.
Do you have any kids? How many kids do you have?
I have 3. I have a 15-year-old, I have a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And I've never been married.
How many men do you have children by?
3.
21 years young. You have any children?
I have 3. I have a 12-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 10-month-old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, ma'am.
Do the 10-month-old and the 3-year-old have the same daddy? How many men you have children by?
3.
32. Okay, since we got there early, how many kids you have?
I have 5.
You have 5 kids? Girl, how old are your 5 kids?
14, 8, 6, 4, and 2.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
5 men.
It's ridiculous. It's obvious what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man.
Do you have any kids?
I have 4 almost adult children.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
4.
4. Have you ever been married?
I have been married to a woman, and it was like an arranged marriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yes.
You have any kids?
I do.
How many men? How many kids?
I do.
So I'll be different. I'm probably step out of this one because this is a thing. I have 2 children, and both of my children were by my husband. So I have one. I don't have a baby daddy. I never had a baby daddy. I have a husband. I had a husband. Right. So I don't jig with that. I don't judge people for what they do. I just know that I wouldn't be the one to do it. That's all I can say about it.
Javante said, I don't see a problem in it because what?
I don't see no problem.
One of the largest, biggest influencer in the world.
Huh?
What music? Oh, he's talking about the last video.
I was confused. I was like, okay.
Yeah, music is one of the, okay.
One thing I gotta say about it is, I just was like, I mean, okay, it's fine. People do that. Even my mother has 4 kids before they did this. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, damn. I mean, but it looks bad, especially since, I mean, it looks bad, but you can't help how life happens. And then, I mean, you can't expect to be with the same man. I mean, a couple of them had a child. I think she said one was 18, one was 6, and then she had one that was 2.
She had like 6, 8, 4.
So, I mean, it was some years in between. And then, I mean, they weren't married to the person.
Almost 10 months.
Yeah, here's my thing. Now, that video is actually longer. It's some of them that was married, you know what I'm saying, and had kids with their husband, and then they separated, stuff like that. But what the biggest thing I took from this is that, and I'm not judging nobody, because if I had 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids, it wouldn't matter. They could all be taken care of one way or another.
Right, facts.
But this is my thing. We are too trusting with our bodies. We are too trusting with our bodies. Because, you know, your kids is a blessing regardless. But if we had made better decisions with when we laid it on somebody, you know, it's possible that it wouldn't go to the level that it go to. I just think that we are too trusting with our bodies, and we have to start thinking about that.
Too free with it.
Yeah, because that was an eye opener for me when I seen the video, and it's a lot of women out here that are struggling with these kids, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally.
For sure.
I've seen a lot of women starting to break down and be online and talking about, you know, this is crazy, and it's heartbreaking for me to see our queens out here like that, because we are trusting too many people with our body.
Mm-hmm. And then, some people, I need to understand, y'all can't keep swapping all these different sperms either, because that's like spirits going in your body. All them different people laying up with you, it get your pH balance off and all kind of stuff. And look again, I'm not judging you, but at the end of the day, I'm telling you the truth. It messes your pH up.
Because watch this video. Go ahead and play this video, Javante.
Women with a large body count, that sperm stays with them. Every man that ever nutted in them is a part of them. It's found in their DNA, it's found in their brain, it's found in their cells.
Why women's body count matters biologically. I'm a neuroscientist. Let me explain. Studies show that women absorb and retain the DNA of every man they've been with via sperm. This foreign DNA has been found in the brain, organs, and reproductive system, but nobody talks about the consequences. And that DNA isn't just stored, it's used in creating future children. A woman's past men leave a permanent biological imprint. Ever wonder why some kids resemble an ex more than their father? This is usually why. While the father provides most of the DNA, genetic material from past men is also used. And it's not just looks. Physical and mental disorders can be passed down as well. The more men a woman has been with, the higher the risk of negative mutations in her future children. So ladies, your past doesn't disappear. Every man leaves a mark on your body and your future children. And fellas, think twice before having a child with a woman who's been with too many men, because you won't be the only one shaping that child.
So you're not fully responsible for this retarded ass kid, because it's mixed up with a whole lot of different dicks.
Case in point, and we learned that in school. That's real deal. I know a lot of people don't want to understand that, but if anybody out there has ever been in a nursing class or anything, they teach you that type of stuff. And all them different sperms, they will change your pH balance. So if you got these women out here, they got these smells you can't get rid of, these fishy smells and all that type of stuff, listen, it's because you probably done laid with too many men and messed up your whole pH balance. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not judging you. If you're trying to figure out why you're going to the doctor and they can't cure it, you have messed up your internal shit. Like your hygiene is so the hell up. I'm sorry. And ain't nothing you can do about it.
I felt like that was a good video to back that up because there's a lot of young women out here that probably are not aware of that. You know, they go to school 1,000 times and probably didn't pay attention to none of that. And that's why I said it's important us as women need to take care of ourselves in every way, and especially physically, because you got to stop laying down. This is why I said protection. You got to stop laying down. I don't care if you lay down. Now, honestly, me personally, I don't care if you got 50 men on your roster. That's not the point. The point is protect yourself and stop giving yourself to every man you meet, every other man you meet. That's why you got to do your homework. I don't care if you got to sit there and do a background check on this motherfucker. I don't care if you got to do an ancestry on this motherfucker. Whatever you got to do. But the thing is, start thinking and take care of your body and protect yourself. These are the things that people are unaware of when they are having encounters with each other. Because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, that man ain't gonna give a fuck about your body. Not the way you can. So that's important. That's really something to think about. So we're gonna go ahead and go to our next video. I think this might be our last video.
Gang, so you telling me this the reality for a man? That's it, bro? Nigga, I just got off of work. It's 2:56 in the morning. I don't have nobody to talk to, gang. I don't got nobody to comfort me, gang. I don't got nobody to tell me that it's okay, gang. I have nobody to talk to, gang. And even if I did, I still can't tell them how I feel because I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like feeling vulnerable. Even if I did explain how I feel, they wouldn't care, bro. Wouldn't nobody care. They gonna say, well, keep your chin up, keep your head up. What the fuck you think I've been doing this whole time, bro? Niggas is tired, bro. Yes, I might be a man, but niggas get tired of thugging, bro.
He said a mouthful right there, because the biggest misconception is that young black males or men, we're not going to just say black men, that men don't suffer. Most men suffer in silence. You ever heard this saying where they say a man can walk out in traffic and not even know a car was coming because he's suffering in silence? And at the end of the day, ladies, y'all have to understand that men have feelings too. And they hurt just like you hurt. Those things you say to them can tear them down and beat them down, and they walk around and they just shove it off and act like it's okay. It's not okay. They suffer in silence, and then when they clock out and start going acting a fool and showing out, then you trying to figure out why. Stop treating these men like they're less than.
Yep, you wonder why the roster get lower and lower and lower when it comes to men, because sometimes what we don't realize as women is that we could nag and pick to drive a motherfucker crazy. And we have to take accountability for that. And we know we go through our own shit. We do. We do. I'm not discounting us as women. Some go through the same shit. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is sometimes when you committed to somebody, when you're growing with somebody, you learning somebody, you have to step back from yourself sometimes and think about the other person.
Yeah, put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah. And then men, for the men that's watching, them tell you something. That young man said, but I have a problem because I don't like to be vulnerable. Now here's the thing. He don't like to be vulnerable with a human being that he is having interaction with, but he came on social media to be vulnerable. And so that same vulnerability that you give into social media, give it to the right person in your life. Because sometimes y'all can fuck up a good thing because y'all egos, y'all pride, y'all don't want to because you think it's a sign. But when you got that right person in your corner, when you got that right person that got your back, and that's where the problem comes in and disconnect come in, because you don't treat the person who's loyal and who's got you the wrong way. And then you end up in a situation like that young man where he's like, I ain't got nobody. I get tired of being out here thugging it. Because let me tell you something. I was single for years. And one thing I noticed was it's fun and dandy when you at the beginning. But after so many years, it is lonely as fuck. And it is an eye opener for you. And I know a lot of women don't want to admit that, but it's an eye opener for you as well to realize that you could have done something a little bit different in that moment, that situation, or whatever. We could be very self-absorbed and selfish because, like I said, we want more and more and more and more. If he gave this much, then he cleared that off, and then next we got a whole nother list. So you have to, if you want that man to give you what you need to pour into him, you also got to be willing to give something to pour back. And that's all I'm gonna say. Because there's a lot of young men out here like him. There's a lot of men out here that are going through that mentally, and you will never know because you're so busy just adding more shit onto him that you didn't even realize it. And that's something we talked about on Monday Night Podcast. So what did Javante say?
Javante said, so the question is, most time men don't have no one to talk to when they are down, but everyone caters to the woman and her emotions. What do you say about that in society? First of all, here's the thing. Everybody, man or woman, we all have vulnerable issues. We all have issues with being vulnerable. All of us. We don't want to look weak, just like y'all don't want to look weak. But at the same time, we have to, as women, I'm going to say this, we have to stop looking at a man like, oh, he's a man, he can handle it. Oh, he's a man, he shouldn't feel this way. He's not supposed to cry. He's not supposed to feel this way. We got to stop that because they are human just like we are human. And even though they handle their feelings differently from us, because we're so quick to talk about it, we want to come at you. We want to, hey, I'm feeling this way. You made me feel like this. We quick to tell you that. But when we do that to y'all, 9 times out of 10, a lot of men shut down and don't want to talk about that. It's like, yeah, I don't want to hear whatever. So you never express your side of it. So you got to start being like, okay, listen, open your ears when she's saying this to you. And then once she's done, come back and be like, okay, baby, but let's check this out. This is how I'm feeling. This is how you got me feeling. This is what I need from you. And I know you feel like it makes you vulnerable, but let me tell you something. We are not mind readers, just like y'all not mind readers with us. So at the end of the day, if we can express to you how we're feeling and we have to be vulnerable in that moment to do that, then y'all gonna have to try to do the same thing because we are not mind readers. Meet us halfway. And that way you'll be surprised. Connection is. There you go. And then you'll be surprised when we actually sit down and listen and be like, oh, well, hell, I didn't even know you were feeling that way. Because you always just take it on the chin and keep pushing. You never let me know that you're having these issues. There's nothing I can't help you if you can't help me help you. You're going to have to tell me what's going on with you so we can sit down and get it together. Let's go to counseling together. That's the biggest thing. Everybody's so scared of going to counseling. Oh, I ain't putting such and such in my business. Let me tell you something. If whatever's ailing you is getting you to the point where you can't survive, you feel like you crying and pulling yourself like he was in the car by himself, crying, trying to get it all out to himself, trying to talk to the world, talk to the person that you are sitting there with that's causing these issues, or maybe it's something within you. Talk to a counselor. Do it together. And I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised how much weight is going to get lifted off of your chest.
Another thing you don't understand is that when you have somebody who actually does care and who tries to put in the effort to listen to your input, what you can't do is you can't keep rejecting them because there's only so many times that you can reject that person, whether it's a friend, a woman you're dealing with, whatever it may be. If you reject a person so many times, they're going to stop asking. When you reject a person so many times, they're going to stop giving a fuck about how you feel. When you start rejecting the motherfucker too many times, they're not going to see the signs. Everybody's going to start to dissolve because they tried. And you can expect the motherfucker to try 50 fucking times and you only gave once.
Yep, that's true. Because I'm the type of person.
Either way.
Because if I'm gonna ask you and don't think that she don't see you. Because when you walking around and your head's down and you look at a certain type of way, if she love you, she see you. And when she asks you, and she hear you, she feel you. And so when she says to you, hey baby, I can look at you and tell by your body language you're all tense. I can see it in you. What is wrong? What do you need from me? How can I help you? If you sit there, nothing, I'm good. I mean, what do you want from her?
What is she supposed to do with that?
There's nothing I can do with that. Then some men will get aggressive with it. I said I don't want that. Okay, well, listen, I'm not going to argue with you about me being here for you to make a better you or get you out of your funk. If I'm trying to help you, I can't fight you for you. So what do you want me to do with that? So at the end of the day, you're going to have to be able to open up, put on your big boy drawers, open up and be like, hey, baby, listen, we need to have a conversation. And this is what I need from you. And this is how I'm feeling. It's too much pressure on me. It's too much on my shoulders. The weight of the world is on me. I don't need to come home and have you at me too when I'm already fighting the world. I get it.
Right.
I get it. But at the same time,
if you have to do that, you do that, and then that person, you don't get the response that you feel like you need or deserve, then that's a sign for you.
You with the wrong person, baby.
Right.
Because she don't give a shit about
day
you.
in, day out.
Yes, she don't give a shit about you. And if you sitting here fighting a battle trying to keep a woman that don't want to be kept, and you sitting here tearing yourself down, and your mental is slipping because you trying to hold on to this one woman that ain't trying to be held on to, it's a problem. It's time to go. It's a problem. Because trust me, there is somebody out here for you, baby. It's somebody out here for everybody. Everybody has a mate. You just got to take the time, pray about it, and wait for it. It's coming. You just got to take all the bullshit out your life, and then you can get yourself ready for that mate.
Because I'm telling you, I've said this so many times. A woman that truly loves you, that's truly invested, she will invest in every way. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, everything. She will know more about you than you know about yourself. And and sometimes words don't even have to be spoken for her to understand it. Like I said, like Bless said, she can read your body language. She can read your demeanor. I mean, hell, we so big as being CIAs. Hell, we can feel it through the phone.
Yeah,
like
just your voice.
Loving and invested in you can feel it through the fucking phone.
That's true.
I kid you not.
You can hear it in your responses. I can hear it in how you move and how you. If you usually like, hey, you all upbeat, then I call you one day and you're like, hey, what's up? What's wrong? This ain't you. This ain't how you respond to me. This is not you. What's going on? And you can ask any friend, male friend, whatever. If I hear it, I'm like, so what's up? What's going on? What's going on with you? Because I hear it in your voice. I don't care how far I'm going.
Laugh in anger, laugh in hurt, and she'll
laugh
be able
through
to
your
see
pain.
through that. Yeah, she'll be able to see through all that.
Yep.
And another thing, and I mean, I never thought about it until now with us having this conversation. But that's kind of a way to tell that your mate don't even want to have a conversation with you or want to communicate with you. Because if you ask them, especially if they switch up, and you ask them what's wrong, and you know they quick to be like, because it doesn't happen to me, nothing. If you're saying nothing wrong and I know something wrong, then that means that you ain't trying to communicate and tell me what's wrong. So therefore, I should have known. That's a red flag right there. You should know right then and right there, they're not a communicator. They're not going to communicate.
And sometimes it might mean that they got a trust issue with you. They got a trust issue with you. Something might have triggered them with you that caused them to be like retreat and say, I just don't feel safe with you. And if you and like I said, if you don't feel safe enough to communicate that with me, that's another sign for you. That's another you problem where you need it. You know, people hate to hear it. We get comfortable and complacent with people. But the thing is, how can you be comfortable and complacent with somebody that you can't even talk to? How can you be comfortable and complacent with somebody that you can't even be vocal with, that you can't communicate with, because you don't trust them? That is a sign. What are you trying to say?
He said, here's the thing. Everything y'all are saying is spot on, and I mean spot on. But the type of woman that you are or speaking of is rare in 2025. Most women today, they're not going to do that. They too busy being boss babies and independent. I can be independent and still give a damn about my mates. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can
and you
still
say
be
that a lot.
independent.
You resort to that a lot. You really do. You resort to that a lot. Look, it's not just about us three women on this panel. There are more women out there like us than you ever could imagine. The thing is, they haven't found that person that they could be their complete self with, just like you haven't found a person that you could be your complete self with. And that's why I said that's where the disconnect come in. Because you do have people that are on your level that feel the way you feel, but you don't also want to connect with somebody just by trauma bonding. You don't. So, you know, that can't always be your go-to. Because real life, fuck the facts. We talking about a person, a human being, a personality, personality traits, what they have instilled in their morals, their values, everything. So fuck a fact. Because you really don't know just off the facts, have to act with that person to truly understand that person has it in them or don't have it in it to deal with you,
Right.
to operate with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always about the facts. Because a motherfucker can tell me about me.
And I completely agree with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and call it a night. Well, we do appreciate everybody checking in with us on Ladies Night, joining us and listening to our topics that we talked about and videos we reacted to. So, as we always say, if y'all got any anonymous letters y'all want to send in to us, we are more than open to it. But tonight was a good night. I really enjoyed it. So, I hope y'all ladies enjoyed it as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for the people that chimed in and spoke to us. Remember about those anonymous letters. We will read them and we will comment to them. And y'all might not like our responses, but we're going to give you the real deal, Holyfield. I promise you. As we see it.
All I can say, y'all, is be real. Stay safe out there. See y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.